We're at the Paint Creek Center for the Arts, and this is Ellen Hughes, and she's the marketing director here. So I just want to ask you a few questions about the center and what goes on here. So just tell our readers, first of all, what the center does, what goes on here, just kind of in general.
Well, Paint Creek Center for the Arts is a nonprofit regional arts center. We were established in 1982, and we came out of the Art in Apples Festival. We were founded out of that. So the Art in Apples Festival started in 1965, and they sort of grew their funding and then wanted to establish something permanent in the community to house the arts and to be sort of a little hub for the arts in Rochester. So other organizations like this had sort of been popping up in Bloomfield and kind of other cities, so they wanted to create that for this area. So that's where we came from, and we're still here today, and we're doing great things with exhibitions and art school classes for students as young as 5 on up to adults. And we do, of course, the Art in Apples Festival. We've added a second festival, the Art in Orchard Festival, that has a Michigan handmade feel to it. And that one's in Washington Township. We also do other various events throughout the year, signature events such as For the Love of Art, which is a silent auction type fundraising event for the Paint Creek Center for the Arts. And this year we're doing the Regional Arts and Culture Awards, which is happening at the end of March, which honor people who foster the arts within the region. So we're working with 8 municipalities that surround the Rochester area, and people who we touch through our programming year-round. So we do a lot of exciting things throughout the year. In addition to all of those, we do outreach programs. We go to different events, community events, and do art programs with kids. And we just try to make art accessible for people.
Now, we were talking before we did the video about how you get funded and how the fact that we're going through a tough time financially in Michigan, and I know that usually affects organizations like yours. So tell our readers, I guess, how you're funded and what you're doing to try to offset maybe some of the the funding decreases that may be coming your way as a result of some of the hard economic times that we're going through.
Yeah, it has been challenging in the past couple of years. We do get grant money from some larger organizations such as the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Kresge Foundation, to name some of the bigger entities. But beyond that, we seek corporate sponsorships for our programs and our events that are a really great way for a business to attach itself to a worthy cause and a worthy organization, one that has proven to stay true to its mission throughout its years. So it's a really great way for regional businesses to get involved. So we do have that type of way that we get funding, and we also have our programming, so our education offerings. We have the Art in Apples Festival, so those are ways in which we raise funds as well, and then different events that we do throughout the year.
So I guess another question, someone that's not involved in the arts like myself might ask, and I think this comes up a lot, is why is art important, especially when we're going through these these challenging times in our state and in our country really. Why would you tell someone? What would you say to someone that asked you why is art important to our school kids, to the community in general?
Art is impactful to everyone. It can touch everybody's life, whether it's you're looking at an exhibition like we have here in this gallery, or if you are taking up painting after 20 years of not painting. It can really touch people. It touches people as when they come to the Art in Apples Festival. They are moved by what they see, whether it's the dancers on stage, it's the artists in their booths. There's just so many ways that it helps people to overcome things in their life. It's just so, it's a part of everybody. It goes without language barriers. People can appreciate it from so many different angles, and that's what we try to do. We try to bring it, make it accessible to people. We have a passion for art, and we want to see that passion come alive in everybody that comes through our doors.
What would you, just one thing, if you could tell the community one thing about the center here that they probably don't know and you feel they should know, what would you want them to know?
I'd like them to know that we're open and we're here to serve this community and this region, and we really want to, like I said before, just make art accessible for people, make it exciting for people, get them involved again in art and make them passionate about art, and we're here to do that.
Do you have kids? Do you have groups of kids come through here too?
We do.
Smaller kids?
Yeah, we've worked with area preschools and daycares, and we've had them come through, and they get so excited. It doesn't matter what the exhibition is. They love it. It touches something. They get so, you just hear the little pitter patter of feet on the upstairs gallery, and you know that there's something exciting happening for those kids. It's something new for them, and that's really cool. And everything just kind of, they look at everything in such a different way than an adult would, and you can really learn something as you look at a piece that you've walked by for a week or two, and you really learn something new when looking at it with a child. So that's very exciting for us when we have the little ones running through.
You have an exhibition here that's opening tonight. We're talking on Friday night.
Yes.
So, and it's going to run through April 2nd?
April 2nd, yes. Yeah.
Okay, and the artists will be here? There'll be a big party here tonight?
Tonight, yeah, we'll have the artist here. There's also an exhibit opening on the first floor gallery. Those are photographs. So we like to do a lot of different things. This exhibit happens to be sculptural, but sometimes in the upstairs gallery it's all 2D paintings, or it could be photographs up here. So every about 6 to 8 weeks or something different in our main gallery and our first floor gallery, which is exciting for people. So there's always something new here, which is great.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Bruce.